Hello and welcome back everyone to Let's Play The Sims Busting Out. Yeah, last time we unlocked free play. I still can't believe that actually didn't work. This time we're going to be unceremoniously destroying the Tutti and Fruity families and creating the first of a few families, including we'll find out what !! Younger sister looks like, and younger brother. It's going to be 2 parents and 2 kids in that family. And then we'll also find out what his beautiful wife and her family will look like. And then I'll have to figure out, after I've gotten her married, who's going to fill her house later. And since I don't really care about the house, I'm going to move everybody out of here. Come on out of there, the Tutti Fruity Lemon Scooty family. Okay, guys. Now that they're all moved out of there, now it's time for the ever-popular selling everything part of the day, just so then when the family comes in later on, they don't have to spend nearly as much. Seriously, I couldn't sell that +C for some reason. The one thing I'm sad about is you can't move the mailbox, which I always thought would be a great idea if you could. Also, I'm removing everything out of this house. I want to show you guys just how much stuff is mandatory you can't get rid of. Or rather, like, I want to show you just how the limit isn't really a true limit, if it makes any sense. Yeah, this part may seem tedious, but it's something that I want to... It's something that I've done ever since about the first ever time I played this, just for ease of use in the future, basically. Because I really don't want my family coming into this garbage house. It's not a good house. Stuff at this house. Also, if you guys notice just how much empty space there is that's just wasted in this house. And look at how much space there was outside. You could have easily filled it up with stuff. Of course, for her family, where everybody is really an adult except for the youngest sister, I mean, it makes more sense. But of course I'm getting ahead of myself. I haven't even given her her name yet. I think you all will definitely disapprove. Oh wow, this version actually fixed that glitch. I can't remember which version it is, but there's one of the versions that it's glitched out so it can only go down to the yellow. And I can't remember what it is right now. I don't know, I might be thinking of a different game too. Actually, I think I might be thinking of Sims 1 for the GameCube version, maybe, just because, if I remember right, that one was more buggy. Probably because of the fact that you could buy more, it's just a matter of it was buggy. Yeah, this is, one of those kind of houses. So yeah, now you can see everything that this house once had. Also, you can see just how, like, empty a house can look. Now I'm going to be leaving their house. I will be evicting this family, and I will be doing the same for the other house. At least it loads right into this instead of having to load back into the main menu, which is nice. Evicting the family, so now they don't exist really anymore. I almost forgot about that feature. Hey guys, I'm gonna destroy the lot next time instead of doing that. Destroy lot. Wow, it likes to save a lot, doesn't it? I promise you it's not going to be this bad in the future. It's just a matter of, well, we're first off doing all this kind of stuff. It has to figure that out. Now, to create herself. So, her last name is the Brickman family. Which, if you watch this for a long time, you might notice that family name shows up a few more times in the future. Then herself is named Kana Brickman. It's just tradition at this point that I name her Kana. She's a little neat, but for the most part she's very active. She's also very much so playful and nice. I mean, she likes active stuff, but she's not, like, full out into it. She's a little bit of a tomboy. A little bit more neat, too, though. Yeah, she's a little bit of a tomboy. Not, like, the worst in the world. It's probably just because of the fact that in her family there was no good positive role models for her. However, as such, she did sort of never learn the whole eating right thing, so she's always suffered from a bit of a... She's very thin. Now let's see if I can find her right outfit. I actually can't remember really what I... Oh yeah, there's her, Actually, though, no joke, I do have a plan for a girl that is wearing that. Don't fear, guys. You'll see that shirt again, maybe. If I remember about that bra. I mean, honestly speaking, that does look pretty rad. I might use that. I can't remember what I used to get for, though. Because I never liked the sleeveless stuff as much. I mean, sure it goes for the sex appeal a little bit, but I don't know. To me, too much mindless sex appeal is just pointless. Yeah, where is that shirt? The other one that I sometimes use is this one, but then again, I'm also accused of liking Ying's design too much. But yeah. And yeah, you know. It's fucking silver, obviously. Actually, let me see. Can I get it like a nice... Ooh, boy, I think I can. Yeah. Let's see what kind of colors I can get on this thing. Ooh. I'm thinking about going with that shade for her, actually, is it? No, I'm probably gonna go with the dark blue one. Island for the shorts? I don't know. I think I usually go with this one. But I will look through it and see if I can find something better. So yeah. She is actually part of my canon from way back. Like, she's actually one of my first ever characters of the series. You know, she's one of my first ever characters that I made. Oh no, it was this skirt that I like. Because of the frizzat. Because of the weird folds in it. That's right. There we go. Island for her shoes, they need to be closed-toed shoes. And also, they're probably not going to be heels either. Sorry to say, guys, but I'm not a fan of heels or not closed-toed shoes, really. Unless they're Crocs, but that's a specific kind. Too bad there's not, like, good dancing flats. Go with these. They look pretty comfy. You'll give them that color. Now for her face, this is where the magic happens. Mimi's haircut made. I used to give her this one, I think, but I have to look through again. I think it's actually this hair that I gave her a lot. You can tell the inspiration still, but she has a redhead. Oh yeah, and it's those eyebrows too. And I think it's that now. See, I don't know about the nose and mouth and stuff. I tend to just whatever looks vaguely nice. Like that. Then, no makeup. Because hashtag no makeup. The most striking feature of her was always her eyes. These deeply green eyes. I just want to give her like a simple earring, maybe. Like that. And yes, she is living on her own for now because of the fact that she's been kicked out by her family, basically. You'll see her whole family in a little bit, as I'm thinking, given the time, I'm going to make her family and potentially the other family as well in this video. And then I'll move her in the next episode. How about that, guys? Does that sound like a plan? Yeah, it does. Don't you love it whenever you buy an old PC game only to realize that it's too old for you to play? Like, you have to use your recording laptop to play it. I mean, it's not impossible or anything like that, because you do have a laptop that you use a lot that works on it, but, you know, it's just annoying. Then her dad was named Freud. Yeah, I know. Bit silly, but her family is mostly... they're very much so neat people. And yeah, her dad, he is one of those kind of guys, you know? Once he just sort of let themselves go after a while. And he's not like the fattest man out there, but he's definitely let on a little bit of the weight. He also thinks that he's still swagging, but he's definitely, you know, the professor type. I can't remember the exact job that he has, but it's something like he teaches in like a college somewhere, I think. Specifically a Christian college. Oh, there we go. Now if I can just get it to be the black version on it. I actually really like that silver one. And then her dad just needs to wear some nice dress pants, you know. Kanna's dad, Mr. Freud, is actually a physics professor there. Well, technically speaking, he's a science professor. He does teach more than physics, it's just that's his main focus point. Ah, there we go. I think that actually works really well. I just need to get some... not perfect black dress shoes. Then for his head, you might have guessed it, but he's very much so fancy. I don't know. Should I go with the top hat just because it does look freaking hilarious on him? Totally gonna go, yeah. Gonna go with the top hat. Her dad, you know, this is just a funny guy. For the most part, he doesn't realize that he's just silly. He has on, you know, fucking professor glasses, and he's a nice guy, I guess. It's just... he is definitely speaking a bit of a smush face. But, you know, his wife likes it enough. Oh yeah, he also may or may not be rocking the full out beard look. And of course his eyes are pretty dark. I mean, that's her dad. She had to live with that thing. And then her mother, well, she was good to her. She wasn't much better. Her name, of course, being Linda. Basically everything about the dad is the same, only she's even less outgoing and more neat. That's a little bit less playful and a little bit more neat. Her parents are total clean freaks, by the way. She wasn't allowed to go outside, ever. Her parents totally care. Way too. Yeah, by the way, also, her family is totally, like, way more outgoing than she is. She's just like, Yeah, you know, she grew up in a weird situation. Her mother was also a bit on the heavy side, as you would expect from a woman who still goes out wearing things like oh yeah, there we go. The mother dress. Everybody knows somebody who wears the mother shirt. So I think that green color is the end goal right there. You know, the mom dress and the mom shirt and the skirt combo. Everybody knows that mother. And she also goes out in her sandals. It's pretty standard stuff, really. And of course, her mom's haircut. Her family is totally not blonde at all, which is why it's so weird. Also, yeah, her mom is like, I don't know what's up with her head. Her eyes are like a darkish red color, which there's a light red, which is honestly where she probably got the whole thing from. Yeah, just a very light hint of makeup on her mom. Her mom totally thinks she's still hot, but you know, hasn't quite realized yet. It's not that hot anymore. She's also one of those people who wear the hoop earrings and stuff. But she has fun with it. Then her older brother, he's honestly where she was looking up to the most. And he, of course, was where's the there we go. Her older brother, of course, was Jacob. It's actually Jacob, and well, you'll meet him soon. Yeah, her brother was totally just not all that interested in that kind of stuff, you know. He was more active and playful. He was definitely a lot nicer than his parents, too. He's also the only, I'm gonna call it, healthy one in the family. But yeah, he was totally, not so much so the computer nerd as like the, you know, he wasn't quite an actor, but he had a lot of his actor buddies around all the time, and definitely showed. He also wore shorts, like jean shorts, all the time. Which is why if you look, or not jean shorts, even these. Yeah, her brother, a lot more chill with everything that goes on around. You know, he is definitely the easiest of them. Easiest going, that is. His hair was also, well, see, he was going a bit gray already. Balding a wee bit. He's also, you know, a very kind guy. You know, infallibly kind. He's also the guy who she first off thought, wow, he's so hot. Okay, I'm not realizing at the time that it is a bit weird to be hot for your brother. Yeah, he was rocking a little bit of sideburns. Yeah, he was one funky guy. Of course, then there was her younger brother, who, you know, was sadly the last of the kids. And by sadly the last of the kids, I mean, well, yeah, he'll see what I mean. It was really funny. So, Jacob and At were good friends and sort of introduced him to his sister, which is why At and Jacob end up, or why At and Kana end up falling for each other so hard. And then her little brother, little old Marcus. Not Macus. Well, if you're from New York, it would be Macus. He's a boy, but he's a little boy. I actually think this might be the first ever time that you guys get to see that. Little kids. He was definitely a very playful kid. Pretty active too. But he was much like her parents. Bit heavy set, you know. Thought it would be cool to go to school wearing purple clothes. He always thought the whole baggy jeans thing was cool too. She never bought into it, but her parents let him do it, so she wasn't gonna stop him. He also still wore sandals a lot, so yeah. At least his hair seemed what Kana considered reasonable. Just a nice little haircut. Of course, she could never figure out how he got such dark hair, but some things are better left up to the imagination, I guess. See? And so, thus, her family was. Being the only girl in the family, it was fairly hard for her to really connect. I mean, her mother wasn't much use. In fact, oftentimes her mother sort of flaked out on the family, period. Her family life wasn't exactly the greatest. Which is why she yearned so much for At's family. The exclamation point family is a lot more, shall I say, stable, if not boring. The one thing that will definitely show as being weird, though, about them is, well, I'll show you in a little bit. Or the exclamation point family, I'm sorry, because it's that exclamation point. So the exclamation point family are, well, all a bit strange of names. There is, of course, the father of the family. period. His word was law. Of course, they didn't oftentimes go against his will, really. He was your traditional computer nerd, though. Fairly nice, fairly playful, if not a bit unactive. A little bit outgoing, a lot more neat, you know. He was a good guy. Pale as the Dickens, but... Pale as the Dickens and a little bit underweight, but... Has to be expected by a guy who lives on computers. He's also a hipster of sorts. He, well, technically speaking, wasn't a hipster where he grew up at. He grew up in Washington State. So, you know. Grew up under the impression that that's just what you're supposed to do. You know. The way that he acted oftentimes not really mirrored, but oftentimes was explained by his origins. He wasn't exactly the military strict kind of guy, but he did value order sometimes. And of course, being the nerd that he was, he just didn't really bother all that much with trying to look all that nice, really. Yeah, we let his hair grow out a little bit poofy. Blames it on his, Irish roots. It's also why he has hints of gold in there. He's also a very much so intimidating man at times. At least for those who haven't met him yet. He's a very nice guy. He thought that everybody deserved another chance, no matter what they had done. But, as you can probably tell, his porn stash didn't exactly help with the whole public perception of him. Nah, not a porn stash, but I do want to find a good mustache for him. Because the thing is, he's definitely one of those kind of guys. Actually, no, yeah, he just had the super long sideburns, man. Yeah, that's, his dad. It was, you know.
Sorry, I don't know that.
He was a pretty good, stable man. His wife, question mark, the ever lovely, question mark. She's definitely the most outgoing person in the family. She sadly wasn't very neat, but was definitely very outgoing. She could go out and talk to somebody for hours. The thing is, I don't think anybody would care. She's also thin as a rail, like most of her family. She admitted she was totally a housewife, though. She loves to have people over to partly just admire her house. That was always a fun thing for her to do. Oh, there we go. Nothing better in a afternoon than just getting a chance to show off your new house. At least in her eyes. She also had bright red hair. Sometimes the joke around the neighborhood was that she's honestly the real mother of Kana, but we all know it isn't true. It's just a joke. She does have Josh's bright blue piercing eyes, though. She is also a woman of subtle choices. She liked to wear the hoop earrings, but tucked away in her hair. Then his younger sisters. Well, they're actually technically speaking. First off would be his older sister, but jeez, you'll see that family. Or rather, that house. I can't say it's a family, really. But next up is his younger sister. What was her name? But yeah, it was Natasha. The rest of the house is actually all little kids, too. But she took after her mom quite a bit. It was a little bit more active. Definitely a bit more playful, too. But, you know, for the most part, she, much like the rest of the family, she is actually probably the most healthy looking one out of the whole bunch, to be honest. However, she always did have to hide the fact that she wasn't like the rest of the family in her sweater. At least she always was happy with her sweaters. I mean, technically speaking, it's not a tracksuit, but yeah. She treated it as such. Way to hide the fact that she was normal weight. It was honestly sort of actually scary for her to think about. However, she wasn't afraid to show off that she inherited most of her mother's hair. She also was sight deficient. And then finally comes along her youngest sister. Sorry guys. Earpiece sometimes, you know, rubs up against your ear the weird way. In a weird way. Her youngest sister. Or, well, his youngest sister, actually. That is the second oldest out of 4. His other sister, of course, being James. Or Jamie. Preferring to be a little bit more feminine. Now Jamie... definitely a little bit less outgoing. A little bit more neat. But she did enjoy talking. But she was also a lot more, how you say, fun, I guess? She totally just had everything the way that she wanted to have it be. Not like other people would give her it, it's just she had that kind of natural power to get it if she asked for it. Don't think anybody ever stopped her either. Yeah. And of course, she sadly didn't get the family's bright hair. She actually got a little bit of her brother's hair, to be honest. She was rather well known around the school for being pretty beautiful, to be honest, but of course, being a little kid, she didn't know any better, and never really did notice that until years later when people started telling her, oh yeah, I liked you, and I liked you, and, you know. But that was most of his family growing up. You'll see his sister and that whole living situation on the next part, where we finally move in Kana and get this whole thing kick-started. Thank you for watching. Please enjoy. Bye-bye.